What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Turn. What goes around comes around. Hey, turn.
We have our first official.
Oh, we literally had it! I'm so freaking out!
Hi, pandas and butterflies. How are you doing? What it do, babies? So today, we actually have a guest. You know, we decided it's time. So who are you?
This am I.
I'm the girl.
I'm Kelly Meyer. Thank you for having me on your show. Yeah, I'm an actor. I am a creative, I guess you could say. And I'm just here for a nice chat, guys.
Jumping into topic number 4. Wow, is it number 4? It's already number 4. Topic number 4 is how to stay fueled as creatives. Yeah. Where do we get the juice for the fuel?
The inspo. Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah.
It is so hard. I feel like creatives, everything that you do in your personal life is what fuels like, your workspace. There's no way of separating that.
Yeah.
You know, like you're not going to be a little accountant, like balance some accounts, and then you can go home and chill. Like everything that you do is connected. So like you really need to, I don't know, find the things that really fuel you. Otherwise, you just get so caught up in these things, you know?
Do you guys ever feel like
Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
what I was about to ask is, do you ever feel like your negative parts of your personal life affect your work positively?
For sure! For sure! I don't know if you look at me like this, what the fuck? No! Because I relate to that. No, listen. I have this like unhealthy obsession with like bad experiences.
Girl.
And like in the moment, of course, it fucking sucks, man. It sucks. Like maybe your heart's breaking or like I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're like, shit.
I'm gonna use this.
This made me feel sometimes I never felt before.
Obviously, when it comes to allow people to share as much as they want to share in terms of their careers, in terms of their creative space as well, because it is personal space.
Yeah.
It is such a personal and vulnerable space where it's like, oh, I see you haven't posted something about your artwork. Yeah, because I haven't created any art, or I have, but I'm not ready to share that.
Yeah.
It's not a no, I don't want you. No, it's just like
It's intimate.
dude, it's intimate.
It's yours.
Yeah.
Let it be yours. Yeah.
I feel like it's especially hard when you're just starting out. Yeah. Because then it's like, let me figure it out as well. Let me go at my own pace without having 9,000 people up in my shit. Like, so what now? So that no, just like chill.
Yeah.
Like
It's
my
like
paycheck is not
pressure.
coming to you. So chill.
Yeah.
It is a lot of pressure.
Pressure and then like comparisons. You're comparing like what you're doing to other people, and also just for me, it's patience. Patience is so hard. You feel like, okay, it's been like how amount of time now, I'm doing what I'm doing, but I'm not really seeing the results I want to see. Okay, maybe I'm not doing something right. What am I doing wrong? But actually, maybe I'm not doing anything wrong. Maybe it's just how long it's going to take me, and it's fine. Like there shouldn't be a time frame on how long things should take you for you to figure out like how you would want to express your brand, how you want to express yourself, what it is you're trying to say. It's this artist, oh my gosh, I love him so much. And I was looking at some of his artwork recently, and what I loved so much about what he was saying was how we feel this need to put ourselves into categories when it comes to our art. So like, are you a photographer? Are you an actor? are you a model? And like you need to follow the traditional sense of what it means to be those things. But when you look at like, for example, like what you do or what any of us do, like we really are focusing on like the multidisciplinary way of experiencing and expressing our art. And I think it's so important. Like we find it, like for example, like cool, we did acting, now we must act. But what are those things that we want to explore in between? You know, we don't have to like put these brackets and categories on ourselves. Like if we want to be creative, so we must be able to do it in whichever way we see fit. Even if I didn't go and study for 3 years on how to be a photographer, I want to take a damn picture, take a damn picture, make it look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you do when you're not working?
I work.
This is the thing as well, where it's like you're not busy, but you're so busy. Because it's almost like when one project ends, then your mind is also like,
What do I do next?
what do I do next? Cool. And then it grasps onto one thing and it's like, I'm gonna pull with this, I'm gonna go with this, I'm gonna go. Then when that ends, then it's like, what next?
Yeah.
I think productivity is a bit addictive.
It is.
And like once you start seeing results as well, and like what things can
It's
be.
that instant gratification.
Like struggling to separate like your personal, like if it was any other job, like maybe would have gone home by now. But because you're at home, you're like no, it's fine. Like I can push myself. I can still do it.
I find it with TV. I have the worst time watching shows, but also the best time because it's fucking winter. Because then I sit there and I'll critique each and every little movement, and then I'll pause and I'll have a whole rundown by myself. Hell, sometimes I even sit and I take notes and I write out the whole thing, and then I'm like, cool, how would I have slept this? And I'm like, dude, you need to chill, bruh. You need to chill, bruh. It's not that just watch the show, T. It's like,
Yeah.
and sometimes I'll scream and I'll call them out and I'll be like, guys, watch this, right? Cool. Play it. Then I'll break down the whole scene about how she da-da-da-da and this and that and that and that and that. I'm like, that's so crazy. All she did was cry, fam. Just let it be what it is. Just let it be what it is.
Literally. We watched someone cry and she broke it down.
Completely. I
Yeah.
watch the show and be like, shh. I'm gonna just let her cry. She's just crying.
Do a thing.
Let her do it.
She got the paycheck for this, you know. Let her do
Ain't
it.
nobody asking you to break it down. It's okay. Just
Yeah.
shh. And I think that's my hardest thing is separating the personal from the work. And then also then feeling like I'm not doing enough. Even when I know logically that everything that I've been doing for the last 7 months has been centered around acting.
Yeah.
Even when I didn't want it to be. Where it's like, dude, I
Yeah.
just need to shut down and just relax. But then there was always that thing at the back of my mind where I'm like, oh, that. Constantly analyzing every single little thing so that I can add it to my toolbox. Then I noticed as well where I'd be like, okay, it's downtime. But my mind is still wrapped around things that I noticed during downtime. I don't know, how's it for you?
I feel like I've never really thought about it as like there being like a creative self and like my personal self. I think I've always prided myself in being someone who really enjoys knowing that they're good at academics and business. Like my whole high school, I'm like, yeah, like I'm gonna get like that best grade because like I know I can. And like that really like made me feel good. But then it also really for me to know that the way I thought or the way I expressed the things that interest me or like the things that I found interest in were extremely artistic. They were very unique, things that I feel like were not necessarily that explored. Like my taste in movies, like my taste in books, like I loved just exploring a whole side of art that I feel like many people in my school particularly didn't really fuck with, I guess you could say. So yeah, but when I think about it now, I think they are separate. I think they're separate. Because I think my creative side definitely, it obviously comes from like a very deep thing for me, and it's been fueled by all the things that I have been consuming and the way that I have been responding to what I've been consuming. but then I know that there's that little part of me that's not attached to academics, or it's not attached to creativity, or it's not attached to like any of those things, but it's like simply my own, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually want to think about that more. I've never seen it like that.
Where it's different things.
Yeah.
How do you guys stay motivated? How do you stay inspired? How do you stay? What is it that brings that creativity out? What is it that keeps it down when you don't want it to come out?
Since we're on the topic of like ourselves, right?
Yes.
I really think that I thrive when I'm alone. Like I really
You're an
love.
Aquarius, aren't you?
Honey, I know you're an Aquarius. I see you liking the Aquarius pages. I've been waiting. No, for real, man. You know, I really love being by myself. I love like my own little like solo missions. I feel like those are the moments where like you're alone by yourself and you're not distracted by anything or anyone. You don't have to.
You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, you don't have to compromise anything for anyone. You're literally doing what you want and like what is making you happy, and you learn how to be comfortable with yourself and like love your own company. And that for me is knowing that I'm secure and happy by myself, and I'm secure in myself, and I'm comfortable with myself if I'm walking, or if I'm to take a little drive and go do this or whatever it is, then I'm also open to seeing more, if that makes sense, and like open myself up for more experiences, because I'm like aware, I'm not distracted. And yeah, experiences, man, those inspire me the most.
Okay.
Love experiences, like no matter what it is. Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, how did you like that?
What about you? My fellow Aquarius?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, we're all air signs, it's fine.
Actually, I don't know, guys. I'm still actually searching for what exactly that one thing is, to be honest. I'd love to be like, oh my god, yes, it's the sky. It's the color.
Yeah.
But I genuinely, it's weird because like I hate saying it because people are like, she just doesn't want to share. But I don't know, and I just do things.
Yeah.
I like that.
I literally.
And that's so fine.
I fuck with that.
That's so fun. It doesn't have to be like this big, like extravagant, like, oh, when I watch this, like,
No, sweetie, that's the thing, it's never been me. So I always struggle when people ask me, oh my god, what inspired this? And I'm looking, I'm like,
felt like that.
I just wanted to do it. I don't know. I genuinely, I wish I had someone. Maybe there is an underlying thing that I'm just not aware of at the moment. But I'm really that person that just wakes up. I don't know where I get my ideas either. Like I just wake up and I'm like, this would be cool. Let's try it.
Yeah.
And then that's it. So like, I know, okay, there's sometimes when some of my like earlier animations, they were stemmed from my depression. Like I was going through a rough phase, and then I really got into After Effects. I was like, okay. So like I guess I dive into work to try and like distract myself from whatever I'm feeling sometimes. Yeah. So like but I genuinely can't answer your question because I don't know. I just do things sometimes. I also enjoy being by myself.
Yeah.
A childlike form of creativity.
Yes.
Untouched, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I just grew up in my own little bubble, and I just embraced myself, and no one really told me, nah, you can't do that. So sometimes they'll be like, what are you? I would be called weird, obviously, because it's like, sweetie, others are playing.
What are you dating?
Or like, others are drawing butterflies. That looks like a caterpillar. What's so like, I guess from a young age, I immersed myself in myself. I don't know how that happened. I just wish, I can now go with therapy. Maybe they will tell me what happened. But like, I just always immersed myself in whatever I wanted to do. So it's just been a little me growing up. My inner child's just been happy. Like I just do what I want when I want to. Ain't no rules in the jungle.
That's so precious.
I'm just inches, bitches. What you know about it?
Inches, bitch.
What do you know?
But also these cheekbones. Hey.
No. Have you ever seen
Okay, no, guys, thank you for having me on the channel. I love the chats. Really put things into perspective because perspective is a beautiful thing. So, thank you. We'll see you.
We'll see you. Thank you guys for tuning in.
And we'll see you next
time.
When's the last time I asked for some help that I couldn't get from nobody else? Yeah.